There's a particular way of scrolling. You're not looking for anything, then you land on someone's new house, someone's promotion, someone's wedding, or someone's business hitting a major number. Something in your chest drops. It is not envy. It feels more like a private verdict. You are behind. Not behind them, behind someone invisible, their schedule you never agreed to. Almost everyone carries this feeling. You find it in the 22-year-olds and 52-year-olds. You find it in people whose lives look settled from the outside. Feeling stuck does not check your resume before it arrives. Here is the case I want to make today. The feeling is real. The story attached to it rarely is. Being behind requires a racetrack, a shared course, a shared starting point, a shared finish line. Everyone would need to move towards the same goal at the same pace. No such track exists. You are comparing your specific life with its limits, luck, history and starting point against 5 polished seconds from someone else's life. Then you treat the gap as proof that something is wrong with you. It only proves one thing. You compared 2 lives that were never comparable. This does not mean everything happens at the right time. That idea often puts a lid on real dissatisfaction. When something in your life is not working, calling the timing perfect does not fix it. It delays the moment when you face it. It does not mean comparison is meaningless, so effort is pointless. That is surrender without better branding. The racetrack might be imaginary. Your direction still matters. I felt this after seeing a former colleague announce a promotion online. The post was simple. A new title, a polished photo, a paragraph about growth and gratitude. I read it once, then again. Within seconds, I had turned their promotion into a judgment about my life. I told myself I had wasted time. I told myself everyone else had moved forward, while I had stayed in place. None of this came from the post. The post said they had received a promotion. My mind added the rest. For the next hour, I did what people often do when comparisons take over. I searched for more evidence. I checked other profiles. I measured titles, years, salaries, and achievements I knew almost nothing about. I did not leave the scroll feeling informed. I left it feeling smaller. That moment taught me something important. Online comparison rarely ends with one person. Once you start looking for proof that you are behind, the internet supplies you with an endless list. Here is what sits underneath the feeling. 2 different things become entangled together. The first is a real, specific dissatisfaction. A job that drains you. A relationship that has gone quiet. A body that feels unfamiliar. A project that you keep avoiding. This information matters. It points towards something specific. The second is a vague deadline you never set, measured against a person whose full story you do not know. This is not useful information. It is noise dressed as information. It feels powerful because it asks nothing from you except discomfort. Most of the exhaustion does not come from the real problem. It comes from the noise sitting on top of it. The noise makes one problem feel like your entire life is wrong. Again, that promotion post. I tried to name what was bothering me. Was I upset because I wanted their title? No. Did I want their career path? Not really. What bothered me was simpler. I had been avoiding a decision about my own work. I knew I wanted more responsibility, but I had not asked for it. I spent months thinking about my next step without taking one. The problem was not my whole life had fallen behind. The problem was one conversation I kept avoiding. Once I named it, the feeling changed. It stopped being a verdict and it became a task. I closed the app. I wrote down what I wanted from my work. Then I planned the conversation I needed to have. The promotion had not exposed a failed life. It had exposed one delayed action. That distinction matters. When the feeling appears, ask one useful question. Behind what exactly? Do not accept behind in life as an answer. That is not a real category. Name the specific thing you want. Often, no specific answer exists. The honest answer might be this: I saw something online that made me feel small. That is a different problem from the one you and mine first presented. Next, find the real dissatisfaction under the vague one. Address it in specific terms. Have one overdue conversation. Send one application. Book one appointment. Start one page. The vague version stays unsolvable because it has no target. A specific problem gives you somewhere to begin. Then step away from the source of comparison. You do not need to keep consuming content that turns other people's milestones into evidence against your life. Mute the account. Close the app. Stop checking. Protecting your attention is not weakness. It is a decision about what gets access to your mind. Comparison also loses force when you add detail. The promotion might include pressure you do not want. The house might include debt you would not choose. The business milestone might hide years of instability. The point is not to reduce someone else's success. The point is to remember that you never saw the full picture. None of this means you should stop wanting more. It means you should stop using someone else's timeline to measure your life. The gap you feel is not proof that you are behind. It is often that you spent too long looking at a life that was never yours to live. Close the app. Name what you want. Take one step toward it. Then let someone else's promotion belong to them. Stay a while if this helped. There is more here every week on Living Quietly in a Loud World.